Welcome to another episode of Let's Cakap. And today, well, in the lead up to Halloween, we're going to talk about a lot of spooky stuff. A lot of spooky stuff.
A lot of topics to cover.
Yes, today is very scary. Well, not scary, but a big controversial topic, I guess.
Well, it's kind of scary for me because I
And
can't
before we
stand
start this, here's a disclaimer: the thoughts that we express today are not emblematic of Toy Panic as a whole, as a corporate entity, or any of its other staff. These are our own thoughts, personal thoughts on the matter. And
we don't mean no harm.
Yes, and please just hear us out first before you start commenting at the bottom or just start throwing out dislikes. It's going to be a bit of a controversial one.
Yeah,
today.
we won't. Yes. We are not trying to offend anyone.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are actually also like different.
In Malaysia, we live among different races.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a Malay guy. He's a Chinese fella. You know? So we have nothing against diversity, nothing against other races. This is just our own personal thoughts.
No other country can talk about this topic more freely open.
It depends.
Really?
Yeah. So today's topic will be
Black Jill.
okay. Just recasting in general.
Yeah.
Not just recasting, but recasting a character's ethnicity.
After we went through the first trailer and some photos, think a bit lah.
Yes,
the
I
teaser photos.
The first teaser photo showed that Jill Valentine in the Resident Evil, the new Netflix Resident Evil.
We did not know that was Jill.
Then actually the new cast list came. The new photos showed up. And
it was Jill.
It was Jill, but she was played by a black woman. Not black woman. She's biracial, but still. And
wrong choice, Netflix. Wrong move.
And seeing this trend pop up as of late, and in quite a lot of movies as well, where you have characters that have been recast.
They are doing it. A lot of stuffs like male to female, the woke culture, and everything. It's not that we do not respect those cultures and all thing lah.
I don't have anything
against. Everything is good.
Yes. I don't have anything against diversity. It's just the fact that we're used to like this certain look, because nowadays there's a lot of arguments for like, oh, there has to be a black Batman, or there has to be a black Superman, or there's got to be a black James Bond. Well, there is a black James Bond in No Time to Die, and she's even a lady. But
double.
But to me, there's this trend. It's getting a little bit weird.
Off control,
especially in regards to Resident Evil. I mean, like Resident Evil, I think remake 3 came out just last year, right, in 2020. Yeah, Resident Evil 3 remake. So Jill Valentine already got a new face model, Sasha Zotova, I think her name was.
Luckily, in the game they don't change it. Stick to the game.
Yes.
I mean,
And it's not arguing that, oh, you have to stick to source material or else it'll suck. No,
and
it's
Netflix
just like
even promised us that it will stick to the source material this time, and it's for the fans. Black Jill is not. I'll give you a heads up on that one.
Yes.
That is wrong.
Yeah, it's just that for me, it feels like you want a diverse cast. Yes, I get. But why change one of the main characters?
Yeah.
We can't you just come up with a new character?
Yeah.
Can't you just come up with an original character to fill that slot?
Let things stay the same.
Do you have to recast one of the main cast members? Is it just name recognition you're after? In the name of just diversity.
So weird.
Like, I mean, or you guys just ticking things off a checklist. Oh, she has to be. This character has to be this, and then this. Check.
It's like they have like checklists. It's like I need a black, I need a woman, and then it's like, okay, where do we place this? Oh, Jill. Yeah, she's a popular character. Black.
I mean, you could just come up with a new character that has that ethnicity, and we're not gonna say that Resident Evil is all white. No, there's Shiva Alomar in Resident Evil 5.
Oh, she's going to be white this time, I guess.
Maybe. You imagine the controversy if they cast Shiva as a white lady.
Yeah, she's South African, a Caucasian. Yeah, they're going to change that now.
Yeah, I mean, And to me, it feels like you don't have to put. You don't need to put like recast all this. I mean, if you want a diverse cast, you want a black version of someone, why can't you get a new one? You know.
We know all about diversity.
When I grew up, there were a lot of black superheroes. You had Static Shock, you had Blade, you had Luke Cage.
Yeah, Black Lightning.
Black Lightning, really?
Yeah, black. Are
There's
they
Black
going
Lightning.
to change it to like
there's
what?
T'Challa, the Black Panther. You know, there was Bishop from X-Men.
Hancock.
So there is no shortage of original black characters. It's just to me, it feels like they don't feel like the original character will, make it. So they have to put, popular name onto this character.
This is so weird.
It feels like they're riding coattails a bit, and it just feels off to me. Like, especially when they announced like Jimmy Olsen in Supergirl, he's black. Then Jimmy Olsen in the new Superman cartoon, he's also black.
This is what happens.
I mean, he's a white red-headed dude.
This is what happens when they're trying to we are going to let, diversity. Let's put some black in there.
I mean, it feels like, you have a quota to fill. Let's just okay, you know what? You get to be the black guy for this one.
I mean, you should just kept the black characters to be black. That's okay.
I mean,
with
or you
us.
just come with the new characters. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't.
One of my favorite versions. One of my favorite. My favorite version of Green Lantern is Jon Stewart, and he's a black guy. I don't like Hal Jordan. I have no idea who Hal Jordan is. I like Jon Stewart because I grew up with him as Green Lantern, and he was a really cool Green Lantern.
In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light.
So I don't know. You can make good black characters work. It's just sometimes I feel like they want to this character has name recognition, so in the name of diversity, let's just because of the popularity of the character, let's just recast them.
I mean,
because the original character won't work.
Yeah, if you change the characters that way, it's much more disrespectful to the character, to the audience, and to the racial group people of that.
And my first experience with this type of thing was when they recast Heimdall in Thor with Idris Elba.
But it works.
But it works because I like the performance of Idris Elba. Idris Elba's a cool dude.
It's not much of a performance
yes,
yet.
But then the second biggest controversy when it came up to all of this stuff was, I think, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, where the stage actress was a black lady, and some fans were sort of up in arms about it. Then I think J.K. Rowling also had to step in and says, "Oh no, actually, Hermione's always been black." And I'm like, "No, I saw your concept drawing, J.K. and well, she's a white curly-haired."
It's just getting off overboard already. I mean, everything is different already right now. At this point, the Star Wars that Finn might be the son of Luke Skywalker. For all we know.
And just to reiterate, we have nothing against diversity over here.
Yeah.
No, this is just to me this is political correctness gone a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's actually, we're not trying to offend, but actually we are offended when the characters are wrong.
Yes. I mean there's what's wrong with the source material, that you have to change everything.
It's like if you put Superman in an Asian suit, totally.
Although
we were like, what the hell?
Although Asian Superman has been done well, and and his name is Keenan Kong. He's the new Superman, and his comic run was actually really excellent.
But you can't make Clark Kent to be Asian.
But he's not a one-to-one copy with Superman. He's not like this sort of orphan child from space. No, he's a human, and he was given Superman powers. He has a human family and whatnot, and I like it. It's a different take, but most of what these do is just copy paste. Black Superman, Clark Kent, all that malarkey, and argument for a black Batman is, we're not gonna have someone take up the mantle of Bruce Wayne like Terry McGinnis or not. No, it has to be, Bruce Wayne has to be black, and it rubs me the wrong way because like you're just riding on the popularity of a name here. You know, there's no originality that's gonna be in this.
It's gonna be a very horror show. Let me tell you, Netflix is gonna be horror and comedy.
Imagine Nami come out as a black lady in the new One Piece.
Sure.
Yes. But
Luffy is gonna be black. Oh,
no,
that's so weird.
Just as again, you know, this is just like to us, there's just a needless change. You know, the change that does not.
It's like the Little Mermaid. It's also like black. Oh my god.
Yeah, the new one. I think is it still Zendaya as the Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bloody hell.
Black. I mean, like, I'm okay with black characters being black, but for those non-black characters to
why do you gotta spit? Why do you gotta? Because if you do the reverse, people will call you a racist. You know, if you cast Black Panther as a white guy.
No, it's totally a racist thing already. Yes. I mean, like, would you rather see like Simi Liu, right? The guy who plays Sanji. What if he plays Superman, or what? Aquaman.
Cool.
It would be just weird. Then he said, "Yeah, my name is Clark Kent. I grew up." No, that doesn't work at all.
Although there has been a white Black Panther, if you wanna argue that there's never been a white Black Panther, it's not according to the comics. There is, and I forgot his name, but he was a biracial Jewish guy, and he took up the mantle of Black Panther at one point in the comics. So yeah.
But what if that White Panther was cast with a black guy?
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. See?
It's basically just T'Challa with extra steps.
Yeah. I'm white. It's going to kill T'Challa. I'm white. Do you see me? I'm white.
Yeah, but for me, Jill is like the last straw. Not the last straw, but like it's just another.
They've been doing this for like a lot of times already, and then we're just like, okay, maybe we try to accept it.
But it didn't become prevalent up until now.
It became very offensive, you know. It became very offensive, and now we can't take it no more. It's just so weird.
I got nothing against diversity, but just come up with something original. Don't just paste over the original characters with someone else.
Yeah, it's just weird.
That just like there's no originality. Just like, oh, we have to fit this checkbox. Okay, Jill Valentine. There you go. Isn't it?
You're doing diversity wrong, Netflix. You need to correct your movies.
Anyway, you know, what are your thoughts on this, audience? If you disagree with us, if you know,
very wasting the license.
You wanna stick Google on us? Go ahead, isn't it? But
bullshit.
Yes, these are our thoughts, our personal thoughts on the matter, and I really want to add this up because like I've seen this become a very worrying trend as of late.
It's a very worrying issue actually.
Like seriously, I got nothing against diversity. I like the Star Wars prequels. I like Jango Fett because he's played by a Maori fella, you know, Tamora Morrison.
Polynesian, isn't it? Is it Polynesian?
He's a Kiwi. He's a New Zealander.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
He's got his head cut off. Shit.
Well, and then he's back as Boba, so you know it all works out in the end.
Yeah, thanks to Jon Favreau lah.
And Dave Filoni.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, but you know that's one thing. But yeah, if it's revealed that hey, actually, the new Mara Jade Skywalker, she's a black lady. I'm gonna flip a couple tables if we do that.
Look, Finn is your son. That would be freaking weird. Shit, that's too much. That's too much to digest. I cannot take this culture no more.
Yes, there's this. Yeah, I think even if anyone sees the movie Rocketeer, it's gonna be a new one coming out, a sequel, and the Rocketeer is now a black guy.
Surprise.
Yes, but he's gonna take up the but of course he's a new character, so he's just taking up the mantle of Rocketeer, which I'm all for because like okay, that's just a legacy. You're passing something down. That's fine. But you know, like starting off an origin story. Oh, actually, the Rocketeer's been a black guy the whole time. Yeah. And as well, some of this recasting just reeks of like, oh, we have a message to talk about as well, isn't it? Like, even like the original, like the Ghostbusters,
they became
female
like
reboot.
all female.
Yes, there's all this like feminist messaging. I got nothing against that, but it's just like they beat you over the head with it. Bloody hell, it's annoying.
They're starting to like this kind of
too
Hollywood,
much messaging.
They become like PETA to animals, right? It's like even animal lovers hate PETA. black people like would hate for what they did, and then like female moviegoers, they kind of like hate it
I feel
also.
it's slightly.
Why did you do that?
Though I feel like it's slightly racist a bit. Like
It's
you're not-
very
you're not-
racist
you're not
when
hi-
you make it so obvious, right?
You're not
It's very
hiring. You're not
racist.
hiring this actor or actress because they have good acting skill.
Yeah.
They have to fit. You have to fill a quota. You have to fill a checkbox. That's why they're chosen. And I know that's why Disney chose Zendaya as the new Little Mermaid Ariel. All right, try to deny me that. All right, the Little Mermaid is a European story.
They're going to change the history right now. Disney, the mouse is going to change history.
Yeah. Like, seriously, like, you know, and just as well, like I said before, like it just feels like, or just copy pasting. Oh, Black Superman, yeah, nothing different about him. He's just basically Clark Kent, you know, reporter job, Lois Lane, and all that. But you know, Calvin Ellis is different. Calvin Ellis is like, he's a Black Superman, but he's the president of the United States, so that's a different take on it already. But most of these jobs are just like copy paste. You're doing nothing different from like where you're adapting from. You know.
Oh, luckily they did nothing wrong to the Cruella.
Actually, no. The lady who adopts Pongo and the one, she was a blonde in the original and also a blonde in the cartoon. She was black in the new movie.
But this one, I think Cruella is a very good statement of the movie. I was very like, I don't like it at first because I thought Emma Stone, right? Emma Stone is not going to be a good Cruella other than Glenn Close.
But
actually,
you know, anyway,
really
back on topic. So you know, I have nothing against like black characters. You know, Miles Morales is a pretty cool.
Yeah, that
pretty
is
cool
how you
Spider-Man.
transition Spider-Man to black if you want.
Although he's not my favorite version of like a legacy Spider-Man. I much prefer Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. You know, but I gotta think it's Miles. He's a good take on the character. He's different. He's not just Peter Parker, but he's black, right? That's always been my argument. Most of these ones just like, oh, Clark Kent, but he's black. That's it.
Yeah.
You just copy and paste. There's nothing different done.
Never
Miles
did that kind of
is a totally different character compared to Peter Parker.
I mean, Marvel did a very good job on that.
Like my example is like,
transition to
if
the
you
black
if you even want to go by Superman, like Kenan Kong, the Chinese Superman, he's different from Clark Kent. Calvin Ellis, he's different from Clark Kent. But most of the arguments for a new black Superman, a new black Batman, it's like, yeah, all you need to do to actually get these characters, actually what we want is just change the ethnicity. That's it. You don't change nothing from the story. You got to change nothing from the origin. Nothing. You just want to like, just flip a switch there.
I think Marvel did a lot of things right when it comes to like racial.
I mean,
things.
imagine the uproar if they recast Storm as a white lady. Jesus, imagine that.
And then she had a black hair instead of white.
A total reverse.
Like, Marvel did a lot of good things. It's like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah, that one was kind of like very good. They tried to portray all these issues.
I don't know.
Into it.
I'm not fan of the political stuff in Falcon Winter Soldier.
Oh yeah, but
Anyway,
actually they presented well.
I think that's been our thoughts on the matter. It's a bit of a like stream of thought, as it were, because we're trying to do it spontaneously. We're like, this is just our thoughts, you know, what we think about it.
We are going to say it about this. We don't like that kind of movies. Stop ruining movies, Netflix.
I mean,
you got the license.
But do you guys consider that this only affects you because you're fans? It would not affect a non-fan at all.
To new audience.
New audience probably
My
not.
example would be the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie. You know the villain, the ghost?
Yeah.
What were your feelings on the villain?
I didn't watch that movie.
You didn't watch the movie?
No.
How about how?
What? I feel okay. That was what?
It's a woman, right?
The Kamen who? The name. Hannah Kamen or yeah.
The real ghost is a white man with blonde hair. So it was cast as a black woman in the Ant-Man and the Wasp. But most people didn't feel anything.
Because the character was new. To new moviegoers.
It's a minor character and
to
most
new
people are
moviegoers.
non-fans, so it did not really affect you.
Minor characters, we don't really mind, actually. Yeah, just as far as I know, if minor characters, we don't really know. Just major supporting characters. Because
is already.
things like Batman, like Spider-Man, or Superman, or Wonder Woman, or these characters have established looks from a long, long time ago.
Much more historical.
Like
than
Peter
that.
Parker's always been white.
Yeah.
That anyone who picks up a comic book or can see, oh, Spider-Man, yeah, it's Peter Parker, you know.
I think what represents in the first movie actually represents most of that. It's like Spider-Man's Electro. It also became black, and I have no issues with it. For some reason,
I grew up
I'm
with white
it.
Electro, and it bothered me a bit.
I grew up with the white Electro also from the animation, but because of the first time that it came out to the movies, it was black. Okay lah, maybe that's a new thing.
Minor characters, or I'm slightly okay with.
The reason I brought up Hannah John Carmen is because she's also the new Jill Valentine.
Oh,
Cannot accept at
I
all.
just knew it.
And
accept at all.
I just read she's going to be Red Sonja.
Red what?
Red Sonja.
Oh, come on!
Okay, another thing.
Red
Rune.
Sonja will be a black woman.
Okay,
She's doing Jill Valentine, the Ghost, and Red Sonja. That's 3 for 3.
man, this is
3 for
worrying.
3.
This is worrying. This kind of trend is killing.
Look, Hollywood, please. We know you have quotas. We know you have text boxes. We know there's this giant drive for diversity.
You can make Barry black, for all I care, but just don't make Jill
don't
black.
make the main characters. Don't do all this race swapping. Screw it. I'm gonna say it's race swapping.
Yeah, it's
I'm
race
damn
swapping.
like this
Definitely.
is getting my blood boiling a little bit.
Make Barry black. I mean, he had the features, right? He's big.
I mean, there's also black characters. Like I think Joseph Frost was black, or one of the guys from Resident Evil remake. He was changed his ethnicity to black. Yes, and I don't know. This is.
Yeah, I think Shiva is going to be
yeah.
Asian.
Anyway,
Right
oh, just as well. We forgot to address as well. Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat had Melina. Melina.
when we saw that scene.
She's traditionally, well, I think just recently, I think from the PS2 era onwards, she's traditionally depicted as someone she's Asian, because Katana was also Asian.
Originally white.
Yeah,
became
the
Asian.
mocap actors were white, but
When
you
we
know,
watched that at
yeah.
the scene,
but
wow.
the new one, she's black.
I see what you do
So
there.
you know, like for me, it's just weird as well.
Very weird, very weird. Very weird indeed.
Yes. And you take up another minority spot in that movie, Hollywood. How do you justify that? That spot could have been filled by an Asian lady who could look exactly like Melina.
Yeah.
But you don't. You didn't.
It's just like, okay, we need a black one. There, black.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's my argument. It's like you're swapping minorities now. What the Hollywood?
Never do that. Samsung black.
Black Shine so what the dude? Next you're telling me Black Sub-Zero.
Oh, it's just so weird. The names doesn't match up at all. You got Asian names, but you're black.
Yes.
You got black names, but you're
So
Asian.
you know that's been our thoughts on the matter. I think
Sad lah.
I think one of our coworkers said is right. We've been longtime fans of this, and we're used to have these characters having these established looks. And when you see it change, especially like these major ones, it just sort of like unsettles you a bit, you know.
Yeah, I mean it had to fit the character lah, right or not?
Now,
You can't like
for me, it's
Shang-Chi. Oh, he's white.
For me, it's like you can't. Can you not just like okay, this character has to have this look? Can you not have your checklist? It has to match like the source material, you know?
I mean, at this point, Paul W.S. Anderson's Resident Evil is much more better.
Yeah, actually, some people missing Sienna Guillory already.
Yeah.
To me, what makes a character as well is just like if you're adapting from a source material is the aesthetics.
Yeah, I mean,
You
like the first place that they're going to do the remake thing is that they felt that the fans were under-serviced. Okay, not enough service for the fans. That is what I see lah.
I mean, hell, look at and just this as well. Is also, our argument isn't just for Jill. Look at Leon. Look at Leon from the new Netflix show. He looks nothing like
Spacebar.
Leon from the game. Like the Paul W.S. Anderson Leon looked more like Leon.
Yeah. Even though it doesn't act like Leon, but he's still Leon.
To me, like 50% of the way there has to be the looks of the character. You know, you're pulling from something that already exists.
The other
and-
50 would be the performance.
Yes. Like if your looks down, it's halfway there already. You're good. You know. So yeah, it's Hollywood, please. Like I know we're one voice amongst
I
many,
still want to subscribe
and
Netflix.
like we don't move the needle that much, but
yeah.
we're fans, and you know, as fans of the source material, we have
Stop
to say something.
killing. Stop
Just-
killing those
Yeah,
characters.
and even the new Netflix show, the other new Netflix Resident Evil show, the one with Albert Wesker's kids. Wesker is a black guy.
Which show is that? Infinite Darkness? Or
No, the other one. Not Welcome Back to the City. There's another one. I forgot the name.
There's another
But yeah,
Resident
Albert
Evil.
Wesker is a black guy.
What?
Even though he's traditionally always been a blonde white guy.
It seems like a bless because I missed it.
He's played by that guy who plays Sharon in John Wick.
What?
Yeah.
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 Is it fan movie? Is it?
No, it's
fan movie? Is it
Netflix.
Shit.
Yeah, so yeah, that's been our thoughts on this matter. If you disagree or if you agree with us, put it down in the comments below. And we hope that you sort of understand where we're coming from.
Yeah.
I got nothing against black superheroes. My favorite superheroes growing up was Blade, Static Shock, Luke Cage. But you can make good black characters. You don't have to slap it over an existing original character,
True.
Yeah.
That's our take on to this issue with the Resident Evil, and we just had to voice out
Yes.
on this episode.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next episode of Let's Cakap. And just as well, we're announcing October is Horror Month.
So we are going to have a lot of videos.
Just look out for a lot of horror themed content. I'm gonna have a lot of spooky stuff coming up in the month of October.
We're gonna have ghosts flying and everything. So stay tuned onto us.
Stay tuned. Yeah. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Can you imagine the original outrage when they announced that the original Black Ranger was getting replaced by a white guy in the original Power Ranger show?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, never knew that.
No, the original Black Ranger was a black guy, and then they changed to a white guy later on.
But it got changed back, isn't it?
Oh. No, Walter Jones never came back as the Black Ranger. It's just played by Johnny Young Bosch.
Oh my.
Yeah. So yeah, imagine the outrage. Imagine the outrage they do that now.
It's gonna be outrage.
Okay.